This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Hazleton Area School District is coming together to help prevent suicide. Find out about this weekend's Stop the Silence Walk next. Why, hello there, and thanks for coming by. I'm Ken Karen. This is SSPTV News, being broadcast in stunning HD on Service Electric Cablevision, Channel 513, and an SD on Channel 13. And subscribe to SSPTV's YouTube channel to stay up to date with local news and all your favorite local shows like Music on the Menu. Our menu starts with headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Laurel Mall has a new tenant that will make you smile. In fact, their logo states that it will ignite your smile. Mall property manager Rocco Aruzzo tells us that Spark Orthodontics, with 11 locations throughout central and eastern Pennsylvania, including Hazleton and Freeland, has signed a long-term lease for the former Gallery of Sound location in the Strip Mall. Construction will start in about 2 weeks. Aruzzo also wants shoppers to know that the parking lot will soon be paved. Mall ownership issued the following statement: Laurel Mall ownership and the management company, Lexington Realty International, are aware of the deteriorating conditions of the entrance ways and parking lots. This winter has taken a toll on several roads and parking lots throughout the area. Now that the weather has broken and the asphalt plants are operating, we have placed the paving out for contractor bids. Paving is estimated to begin around May 14th. Meanwhile, Tuesday is the last day to enter the Laurel Mall's Mother's Day giveaway. Drop off your mall sales receipts with a minimum $20 purchase in the drop-off at Center Court. Include your name, address, phone number, and email. A major renovation project is underway at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. The plan includes renovating and expanding the existing hospital on East Broad Street. Hospital President John Fletcher says the changes are based on patient need.
We understand the needs of our patients, and we've heard them. So they want private rooms, and we need to provide those services to them. They want an emergency department that can see more patients. That, you know, we have some problems with the wait times. We want to eliminate the wait times or reduce the wait times. We want to make sure that we get our patients back to see their providers. And so these renovations are critical to making sure that we're meeting the needs of our community and the needs of our patients.
And you can learn more about the renovations and expansion project on a new Sam Lassant show featuring John Fletcher. It will premiere on Wednesday. According to the Centers for Disease Control, suicide is the second leading cause of death for youths ages 10 to 24 and college students. This Sunday, an event will take place to raise awareness and to help stop the silence.
This Sunday will mark the 6th annual Help Stop the Silence Walk to Prevent Suicide. It is being held in conjunction with the Hazleton Area High School's SAD Club, that's Students Against Destructive Decisions. But this event was started by the woman sitting next to me, Samantha Neiman. She started this event way back when to bring awareness to the topic, and unfortunately, you started it for a very important reason, because you yourself are a survivor of suicide. You lost your young son.
I did. I lost my son Kyle, who at the time was 13 years old. This was 11 years ago, and following his death, we realized how the services were so lacking in this community, preventatively and post-vention.
So we've been doing this for quite a few years, having this conversation. You're a strong lady to be here and do this. I commend you for it each and every year. This was important for you to do this. So how do you think this has made a difference in the community? Because you bring so many families together, whether they've experienced it or not, people still need to be aware of it.
They absolutely need to be aware of it. I think the difference that it has made in the community, that a lot of people who are involved now are so much better educated, what signs they need to look for with some mental health issues and, you know, risk factors with suicide, that they're learning through this. They also participate now in a lot of, you know, supportive services that we have. They've developed a new network.
Well, you're doing a wonderful thing here by helping out the community through this. And you want this Sunday to be an event for a family to come to, for people of all ages. You want to see the whole community out here.
Absolutely. It is a family event. It is so important to start teaching children as young as you possibly can about this subject when they don't know how to deal with their feelings and emotions, and to let them know that it is okay to feel this way and it is okay to ask people for help.
Absolutely. So we want to give everybody the information about the event. It's this Sunday at the Hazleton Area High School gym. Registration starts at noon, and then you have a program at 1 o'clock and a lot of other activities as well.
We do. We generally have a guest speaker who is a survivor who will share a story, whether it is, an attempt survivor or a survivor of loss, just to share their personal story and offer some hope. And following the speaker, we will walk, whether you choose to walk in the community portion of the walk. You're also welcome to walk indoors inside the school. And many people don't walk, which is fine too. We just want people to come out and be in a safe environment.
There's things for the kids in that, but one thing that I just wanted to mention before we're done here is that you're going to do a special balloon release, and this is important as well. So just tell us a little bit about that.
It is important, actually. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. The SAD Club will do an activity where we have helium-filled balloons that have tags attached to them, and you will write any type of positive messaging on this tag with the hope that once after the balloons are released and they would, come back down to the ground, should somebody find that balloon who may be struggling emotionally and contemplating suicide, that they find those words of hope.
All right. Well, I know this is a tough interview for you to do each and every year. We thank you for coming in. Keep up the good work, because you are bringing awareness to a subject that is important to everyone. So we hope you have a great turnout on Sunday. We hope that you will come out with all your friends, your family, your relatives. Come out and learn about this important subject matter, have a conversation, and hopefully stop the silence.
Thank you, Lisa. And now, viewers, get ready to dial. Call now to enter to win a box of 12 slices of Frankie's Cold Pizza with their signature sauce and cheese blend, baked fresh with no preservatives. Call 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your name and phone number. We'll pick a winner at random. And remember, you can only win once every 30 days on SSPTV. Coming up next, more fun with local history from the Greater Hazleton Historical Society and Museum, and later championship track and field highlights and reaction from Monterey City. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
You've probably heard the term Rust Belt. Well, from the days gone by, but it might also have meaning today as well. Here to explain how is our good friend Charles McElwee. He brings us a history segment every week here at SSPTV. He's the Vice President of the Board of Directors for the Greater Hazleton Historical Society and Museum. So, we're bringing back the term Rust Belt. How come?
Rust Belt has been a term we've heard a lot in recent years, especially with the 2016 presidential election. It seems like most articles that try to digest the presidential election results from just 2 years ago somehow insert the Rust Belt term. And that generally applies geographically to an area that ranges, and it's always up for debate, but generally ranges from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, really for the upper Midwest, all the way to Wisconsin. So we're including even Minnesota, Ohio, Indiana, really Pennsylvania, and the Midwest. And it could also be a linguistic term, but it really goes back to 1984. Walter Mondale, who was the presidential candidate that year running against Ronald Reagan, he was vice president under Carter and was a U.S. senator from Minnesota before that. But it was that year when he was on a campaign stop that he was referring to this term at a stop in Cleveland. So he was making a speech to steel workers. He said in his speech, Reagan's policies are turning our industrial Midwest into a rust bowl. And that kind of transitioned into this term known as Rust Belt, and it has been the go-to term for journalists to describe areas like Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or even Hazleton in their, where often these anthropological pieces about these areas. But there is a new book out, and it's called Voices from the Rust Belt, and it's edited by Ann Trubeck. She's the editor of Belt magazine. And the book itself, as well as her journalistic endeavor, is interesting because we've certainly seen in recent years with the profiles of cities like Hazleton, they're often inaccurate, distorted presentations. And the goal of this book is to provide an accurate portrayal of cities like Hazleton to remind us that they're far more culturally complex and socioeconomically complicated than people who may cover the area from outside the area may presume.
In part 2 of this interview next week, Charles will look at how the Rust Belt applies to Hazleton.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Another beautiful day, and it probably makes you want to rush out to Valley High Drive-In in West Hazleton. We want to welcome back our weather sponsor, Valley High Food Drive-In. They will officially open for the season this Saturday, May 5th. Tonight, we may see some showers and thunderstorms. We will see some showers and thunderstorms, 90% chance, mainly before 4 a.m. Winds will be gusty. We'll have a low of 63 degrees. Friday, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, high of 80 degrees. And then at night, 30% chance of showers before 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 53 degrees. Saturday, we have a slight chance of showers, 20% chance of precipitation, 72 degrees for the high. At night, 30% chance of showers, mainly after 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, low of 50 degrees. Sunday will hit 66 degrees with a 40% chance of showers. At night, mostly cloudy, lows in the mid-40s. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 63, and Monday night, partly cloudy, low of 45 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. For daily hours, call 570-455-5362. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
And each Thursday, we recognize a person, couple, or group who makes this a better place to live. And it's brought to you by Workforce Resources Staffing Company in West Hazleton. With temporary to permanent jobs and seasonal and temporary placements, you must apply in person. Now here's Lisa Sugart with this week's Volunteer of the Week.
This week's Volunteer of the Week is a very familiar face here in the Hazleton area. Our dear friend Joe Scarcella, who is the owner of Metallo's Formal Wear and Dry Cleaning on Broad Street in Hazleton, literally up the street from us. He's been there for many, many moons, and he is also one of the original members of the Fun Fest committee. So Joe, first of all, congratulations. We're pleased to have you as our volunteer, and you really love this community.
I love Hazleton, and thank you very much to SSPTV for bestowing this honor on me. I really appreciate it, but you know me. I don't like all the publicity. I really don't.
I had to twist his arm to make him come in and do this interview because he really did want to do it. But we're friends a long time, and I know you've done a lot in the community. And FunFest, of course, has been your baby. You know, you were there with Rocco Colangelo when it was originally started. Why was it so important to you then, and why is it still so important to you now, 40 years later?
Well, when I first started to work for Metallo's, before I bought the franchise, the owners at that time, they lived on the idea of that you can't only take out of a community, you have got to put back in. And I've tried to continue that as a mission.
So what was it like when you first started FunFest? Did you think it would last this long?
I knew it would last, but to what degree, I did not know. It's a great thing. It's a great thing for the community. And you know as well as I, there's not too many things happening in the community. And it gives people a chance to see each other and mingle.
We call it like a homecoming for Hazleton.
It really is. It is a homecoming for Hazleton because people do run into people that they haven't seen in quite a while.
So how has it changed, I guess, from day one to now? Like, I know there's been changes and tweaks and, you know, you change with the times.
Well, we changed with the times. It's been downsized in street dimensions, and it's decreased in hours of operation. And that's only because, like any organization going through what we're going through, it's hard to get volunteers.
So this was important to you, and I know another thing that is dear to your heart was always the American Cancer Society telethon, because when you see the guys, and sometimes the gals in the tuxes, you know, you think to yourself, wow, they look really sharp, but who provided those?
We did at Metallo's. I'll never
Free of
forget
charge.
Free of charge. And that cost has gone up for me, but I don't let that bother me.
Wow. So you've been helping the community for many years. You told me you're also actively involved in your church, Holy Rosary Church, that you sing at church because your wife won't let you sing at home.
She won't let me sing at home. She does all the singing, and that's usually yelling. But I belong to the music ministry group at Holy Rosary Church.
Your wife's going to get you for that one, you know.
My wife always gets me.
She's a lovely lady as well. Now, Joe, for people who are watching this, the reason we like to do these segments is to recognize people like yourself that are giving back to the community, but hopefully also to inspire those who are watching to get involved. So what would you say to them, whether it's the organizations you're involved with or something else? What does it do? How does it make you feel to give back?
It makes me feel great. And my pitch to the community is, if you have anything to offer besides time and you have ideas, FunFest is an open organization. We invite you to come.
All right, great advice from a man who loves his community and gives back all the time, encouraging you to do the same. Joe, thanks for all the things you do for the area. Keep up the good work. Congratulations for being our Volunteer of the Week.
Thank you, and thank you again to SSPTV for giving me this honor. I appreciate it. You know me. Don't like the limelight.
All righty. And if you know somebody like Joe Scarcella doing a lot in the community, please email me the nomination to lisa@ssptv.com.
Thanks again, Lisa. Now to our midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2 numbers 53, pick 3, 174, pick 4, 9146, pick 5, 27296, the wild number 0. It all came down to one last track and field meet for the Marion and Mono area girls and boys to see who would be the Schuylkill League Division III champions.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
With the sun making it a golden evening, the Mono area Golden Bears and Lady Bears had a golden opportunity to wrap up Schuylkill League Division championships at home on Wednesday. In a race to win their first Schuylkill League Division championship in 23 years, the Mono area Lady Bears had to win 2 huge meets in 1 week. On Monday, they took down Pine Grove to clinch at least a share of the title. On Wednesday, if they beat Marion, they would sit on top of the final standings all alone.
So you got the win over Pine Grove, so did that help boost confidence a bit and say, okay, here we go?
Yeah, a lot. We actually moved a lot of people around in events, so a lot of people did events that they're not used to doing, so it wasn't different, but like it did boost confidence knowing that we can move events around and still be able to get the win.
Is that what it was like today? All hands on deck, everybody just kind of let's try to get points?
Yeah, we just not threw people in, but we tried moving people around that we thought would be best. We took people out of their normal events just to
try and end a 23-year drought.
Official scores: boys, Mahanoy area 92, Marion 58, girls, Mahanoy area 81, Marion 65. Congratulations to the 2018 Boys and Girls Division Champs, the Golden Bears!
Kendall Bernardin, who you heard from, won the high jump for the Lady Bears. Meredith Rhodes won the 100 hurdles, finished second in the 100-meter dash, and was part of the 4x1 relay team that took first place. Heading into the meet, Rhodes was excited for one of the few hot days this spring, but after running her first 3 events, she didn't feel so hot, and she still had to run the 300 hurdles. Rhodes even spent some time near a garbage can, feeling like she was going to get sick, but with so much on the line, the meet had to go on.
I went to the trainer and I'm like, what can I do? So he made me chug some Gatorade, popped a few M&Ms, and he's like, you just got to do what you got to do. My coach was like, finish the race. I know you could get first. We need the points. Just do what you can do. So I did what I could do in that moment, and that's what I did. I was not close to my best time. So don't read the papers, don't look at the time. But I did what I could do for the team because that's what mattered today, was getting the win for the team.
Rhodes got her second individual win of the day in the 300 hurdles. Madison Cavanis set a personal record in the javelin, finishing first. She also PR'd in the shot put and placed second for Monoy.
Well, whenever against Marion, we always feel pressure because it's such a rivalry between us. but I knew coming in we had this on our back. Like, even if we lost, we would have been co-champs with Marion and Pine Grove, but we wanted to come out with the win and do this for our school because I love this community and all. It's just the best.
The Mono area boys won their second straight division championship. Chase Mazalowski won both hurdles events, and Anthony Merchlinsky won the shot put and discus. Willie Streisel won the 800 dash and the 1600 meter run and finished second in the 3200 meter run.
I ain't planning on doing the 32. I just wanted to get some points and to make sure we get the win. That was the main point of today. Make sure we go back-to-back because that's one of the greatest feelings, to go back-to-back.
With that team mentality, the Mono area boys and girls finished a perfect 5-0 in the Schuylkill League.
Track, you think is an individual sport, but it really comes down to being a team, and I wouldn't get through the year without having the teammates I do and the coaches I do, because that's what this is. And winning this with the team I have and the coaches I have, track wouldn't be fun, it wouldn't be enjoyable without them.
And we'll hear more from Willie Streisel next week on SSPTV News. Also next week, we'll talk with members of the Hazleton Area High School track and field teams, and they won on Wednesday. Here's the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Joe Grula won the triple jump, the long jump, the high jump, and the javelin on senior day. Ryan Snyder won the 800 and 1600 races and was part of the winning 3200 relay team. Paige Bonin had a PR in the javelin and she finished first. Grula also PR'd in javelin BTW. Megan Reed won the 400, 800 and was on the winning 1600 relay team. The Cougars will finish up the regular season next week with Dallas. The Big HA is still alive for a Wyoming Valley Conference title. Luis Velasquez won the distance events for Shenandoah Valley in a loss to Schuylkill Haven. Emily DeMalis won the 100, 200, and 400 meter dashes for the Lady Devils. They also lost to Schuylkill Haven. It was tight in a battle for a spot in the District 2 boys tennis playoffs. Crestwood did knock off Hazleton Area. Drew and Brett Gemmel got wins for Hazleton Area. The Hazleton Area softball team, they got a 1-0 win over Nanticoke, and that moves them to 8-1 on the year. North Schuylkill got a big win heading into their 2 games with Tamaqua this week. That will have huge Schuylkill League Division I implications. Lindsay Reinhold was the winning pitcher and had 4 RBIs in Marion's softball win. The Mono area softball team continues to top Division III of the Schuylkill League. They beat Weatherly. Nate Boyle had a huge double as Tamaqua got a huge baseball win over Pottsville. Myers beat MMI and Shenandoah Valley beat Marion to knot up the Schuylkill League Division III standings with the Colts. North Schuylkill beat Lehighton while the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders won their second straight over Buffalo, and the Cubs fell to the Rockies on Wednesday. They'll open up a series in St. Louis on Friday.
SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Matilda Tilly DeGilio of Hazleton. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce the arrangements. And Marie L. Stashko of West Hazleton, who lived to be 101 years old. Mass is Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Holy Name of Jesus Parish in West Hazleton. Friends may call Tuesday from 8 to 9:30 a.m. at the John J. Pustei Funeral Home in Hazleton. Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Mock-Chunk Opera House will be having a tribute band to Johnny Cash on Saturday, May 5th at 8 p.m. Doors will open at 7 p.m. Tickets are $25. To purchase tickets, you can call 570-325-0249 or by visiting the Mock-Chunk Opera House website, which is listed on your screen. And the American Legion Riders 781 and Mountaintop will be having a Veterans Clothing Drive on Sunday, May 6th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. For more information, you can contact T. Sean Harkins at the email on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town.
Remember, May 8th is the last day to enter that Mother's Day contest at the Laurel Mall. And remember to call us tonight for a chance to win some Frankie's Pizza. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday of SSP TV News. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.